This is 7 National News, and in your top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has sent congratulatory cables to King Abdullah II of Jordan on his country's Independence Day. The ruler of Dubai also sent similar cables to President Abdurabu Mansour Hadi of Yemen on his country's National Day, Argentina's President Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner, and to President Isaias Afwerki of Eritrea on their country's Independence Days. The Gulf Cooperation Council for Arab States is celebrating its 32nd anniversary today. The GCC states that group Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia and the UAE together was launched in Abu Dhabi on the 25th of May 1981, and over the past 3 decades has survived many challenges and achieved a number of milestones. The GCC has pursued its policy of non-interference in domestic affairs of others, solving disputes through peaceful means, the provision of support for Arab and Islamic issues, and promoting cooperation relations with foreign countries and world blocs. Some of the achievements include the unification of a political stance at international forums regarding issues adopted by the GCC states, the setup of the GCC Common Market, and the treatment of GCC nationals as citizens in each GCC state. The GCC has additionally unified security systems and laws, education, health, trade and industry, among other sectors. The Dubai Metro has increased its frequency during peak hours, according to the Roads and Transport Authority. Stated on the RTA website, Metro users will wait no longer than 3 minutes with the new frequency from 6:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Ramadan Abdullah, director of the Rail Operations Department at the RTA, was quoted as saying that the move was implemented a month ago and that the increase in frequency is off the back of overcrowded trains at peak hours. The 3-minute frequency is only applied in one direction on the red line, from Rashidiyah to Jebel Ali during morning peak hours and from Jebel Ali to Rashidiyah during evening peak hours, as these trains are usually the most crowded. Over 6,500 motorists jumped red lights in Sharjah so far this year, a rise of 5% from last year. According to the latest statistics, approximately 5,300 drivers in the Emirate jumped red lights during the first half of 2012, compared to over 4,500 during the same period of 2011. Officials revealed that the recent data comes after Sharjah police installed approximately 24 new radars, as well as surveillance cameras at crucial intersections signals. Additionally, the Roads and Transport Authority has revealed that fatalities on Dubai roads in the 1 to 15 age group fell 40% over the past 3 years, which, according to them, follows the implementation of the child safety awareness campaigns. The RTA stated that it has run the road safety campaigns in large hospitals and health centers, targeting both mothers and children in cooperation with the Dubai Health Authority. The program was launched in late 2008, and since the beginning of this year, it has enrolled over 1,400 new mothers as members. Officials from the Abu Dhabi Education Council reiterated student protection regulations and policies during a recent workshop. Action should be taken to prevent reasonably foreseeable harm to students, stated engineer Hamad Al-Daheri, the private school and quality assurance executive director at ADEC. Al-Daheri added that schools and school principals must ensure that all students are free from harm of any kind whilst they are in school care. All private schools are required to have in place a student protection policy, and schools should investigate and report to the council within 24 hours of the incident. In addition to this, the instructions included that schools must be equipped with a security system, including access procedures and logs, surveillance cameras, as well as surveillance procedures. Officials confirmed that it is mandatory for all private schools to appoint female nurses at female schools and male nurses at male schools, and both a female and male nurse in case of a co-education system. The UAE is the second largest food producer in the GCC after Saudi Arabia, accounting for 12.1% of the GCC's total production, and that's according to the GCC Food Industry Report. The report found that since 2004, the UAE's food consumption has grown at a compound annual growth rate of 6.2%, while domestic food production in UAE currently accounts for 17.7% of its domestic consumption. With a rising population and affluence levels, the report also forecasted that food consumption in the UAE will grow at a compound annual growth rate of 4.2% during the 2012 to 2017 period. It is expected that meat at 4.8% and milk at 4.7% will register the highest growth, followed by fruits at 4.7%, vegetables at 4.4%, and cereals at 2.6%. Additionally, the UAE leads the GCC with per capita food consumption of 1,486.3 kilograms per year during 2010, primarily due to the fact that the UAE has the highest inflow of tourists among all GCC nations. Healthcare professionals from the region today shone light on the latest research and developments in breastfeeding and nutrition and discussed with a group of moms and moms-to-be the importance of breast milk in neonatology intensive care. The event started early this morning at the JW Marriott Marquis in Dubai and hosted a breastfeeding and early infant nutrition forum for mothers. The 5th Philips event conference of this kind aims to support and promote optimal breastfeeding practices with the goal of improving infant and mother's health. The conference was led by a group of gynecologists, midwives, pediatricians, as well as nursing professionals. They focused on the role of mothers in the workplace and how working mothers can make the best choices to balance their careers along with the nutritional choices of their children. Mothers expressed the many challenges they face in today's society and stated that there is a need for a more standardized set of breastfeeding practices in the UAE.
Mums face the fact that there's a lot of pressure from society to do the right thing, yet they don't really know what is actually expected of them. They've got job pressures, family pressures, and then they read things that they don't really understand. So really and truly, the things that mums really need to do is get education, get good support, find someone that they really like to actually advise them, that they understand. Dubai has improved. There's a lot of new clinics that have come up. There's a lot of midwives. There's a lot of doctors that have come into Dubai that are actually giving good education. And what I do suggest is a mother chooses somebody that speaks the same language as her, or at least a language she understands, that has the kind of same beliefs that she does have, that she feels very comfortable with, someone she can approach. And it's important that they do that early in pregnancy, not leave it till they're actually breastfeeding and have a problem.
Approximately 100 volunteers from the UAE teamed up with the philanthropic organization Dubai Cares to refurbish Al Basatin Kindergarten at Al Khawanij. The series of Volunteer Emirates 2013 continues to uplift communities and encourage a culture of volunteerism across the UAE. Marking the second edition today, students assisted in drawing murals in the school hallway, main hall room, as well as the kindergarten playground. The volunteers also helped in assembling and installing new toys and equipment in the playground area, making the premises more safe and more enjoyable for the children. The work of the volunteers didn't go unnoticed, as Dubai Care's CEO, Mr. Tariq Al-Ghurg, congratulated them for their efforts. Al-Ghurg stated that an initiative such as this gives UAE residents a unique opportunity to give back to the community and support a worthy cause.
Volunteer Emirates is a very important activity here at Dubai Cares. Through Volunteer Emirates, we target non-profit schools and charity schools inside the UAE, and we lend the support that they require with the help of the volunteers. This is the second edition of Volunteer Emirates, and this year we're planning on having 4 editions to support as many schools and students as possible. It's a very important engagement opportunity for the volunteers and also for us, because it allows us to give back to the community here at home, and also for the volunteers to feel a sense of responsibility in giving back to the community. Both editions, alhamdulillah, they've been very successful. I can't compare because with the amount of responses we get with the volunteers is tremendous. Everyone wants to help. Everyone wants to lend their support. With both editions, we got over 100 volunteers helping us. So we're very happy with the turnout, and we look forward to the support of volunteers in the future editions.
And finally, ending off your news bulletin now, 25 children graduated on Thursday afternoon from the Basatine Preschool Centre, marking the 7th ceremony since the establishment of the centre. Held at Kunuz Ballroom at Sharjah Ladies Club, the pupils, together with their parents, started off the event with the UAE National Anthem, followed by a recitation of the Holy Quran. Dr. Abdullah Al-Suwaiji, the chairman of the Sharjah Educational Board, attended the ceremony and was proud to hand over certificates to the Basatine class of 2013. Dr. Suwaiji was also accompanied by senior government officials from the Emirate. The Basatine preschool manager, Amal Al-Amir, stressed that the early years of a child's education are exceptionally important as they lay the foundation of their future. Al-Amir bid her students farewell and wished them success and luck in the future.
Today is Basatine's 7th graduation. It's a very important celebration for us. It's where the children are ready to go for the next step, to go to school. During this year, we prepare them for the next step. That's where they are independent, where they have all the skills and elements for the next step. The most important years of the child is the first 6 years. That's why the nursery is very important for the children at this age. Now the nursery becomes a must for the child from 2 to 4 years. I'm happy today to congratulate all the parents and all the children of this, and for the coming years, inshallah, we're thinking to expand Basatine. As you saw all, we've just got 25 children, and hopefully in the future we will have 100 child to graduate.